this way instead of freaking this way. Man, is this stuff crap or what? Bro, nah, you're this shit. Oh my god. What? Why am I doing it like this? Why am I recording like this? Oh my god. Check it. I bet if anything, bet. Watch, let's just watch. I bet if anything. Yeah. But here's my thing. Look. Here's my thing. Or I don't know how to show it, but if I was to, let's say. This is so stupid. Technology sucks. Oh my gosh, it's taking forever to load, but this phone's old though, but why is it so blurry? Jeez. Dude, this phone that I'm using right now is blurry as hell. Anyways, let me ramp up the brightness of this because this sucks. Anyways, okay, that's what it's showing me. Y'all can see. Okay, that's what it's showing me. Y'all can see. Okay, that's what it's showing me. Y'all can see. That's what it's showing me. If I angle it just right, you could see barely. If I angle it just right, you could see barely. You can see it right there. Oh, this right there. Oh, this. Oh, this there. And play. I got something going on for you guys. I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. No, you can't tell with me. I'm better. Yo, I'm better. Yo, I'm better. 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 Okay, besides that, the whole point of this new song that I totally forgot that's on my other burner phone, this phone right here, this Android one sucks really bad, but I use this one to hold all my iPhone notes. had these stickers in here for the longest time, and I never really use them. Probably gonna give these away. The thing is, I don't even know where to stick them on. And I realize as I'm looking at these stickers have been falling off. What if I was to combine it? Ooh, it stinks. This shit stinks. And the more I touch it, my fingers sting too. Makes me wonder. Kinda stinks. But that's what happens when you don't clean your phone, I guess. Or disinfect it. But yeah, I threw the stickers away. I've had them for a very long time. Just didn't know what to do with that. Kind of like sniffing it like a weirdo. It's just to like reassure everything. But this case is hella dirty. Look how darkened it is. I remember when I bought this, it was fresh like plastic. Now over the years, it's darkened. It's dirty. It stinks now, apparently, and that's not great. I mean, not like I should be cleaning it right now anyway. It's so late that I don't want to bug my family and wake them up. You know, I could go live in my grandpa's trailer and spend the night there working on more music. I should think of that since now I'm unemployed. But gosh dang, like I should have taken advantage of going to my grandpa's RV and, you know, making music in there and taking my time. You know what I'm saying? Got this new music thing going on and seems like it's going good. I got some new stuff that I'm working on with the album. Different pieces of like instrumentals of like different genres and stuff like that I'm working on, experimenting on, using my voice, using BandLab as like my main tool right now to be working on my music. I have some other my buddies help me out, you know, using their high-tech equipment to, you know, help me make these songs. So I probably appreciate that. And yeah, it's really nice. It's really cool. So I'm excited for the new stuff that will be coming down in the future. Other than that, oh, hey, what's this? What does that mean? This highlights? Create highlight? I don't know how that works. Besides that. Oh, whoa. Oh wow, that actually helps lighten up with a little extra lighting I saw right there. retouch. What is this? It just helps clear up my skin when I do retouch. It's not really gonna affect me if I don't use it. So, I haven't been live in like a very long time, and like, I don't know, I guess more interactive with basically just talking to myself, but whoever really watches me, or, you know, this double chin, dude. 237, man. But, well, this phone's 2 minutes ahead. Or, no, it's actually 2:39. My cat's there. Interesting enough is that, you know, when cats, you know, when you flash a light in the dark towards them, their eyes have like this reflector, and it kind of like gives like this shadow glow. It's really cool. Why is it telling me to do that? These cats off. Here's my thing. Where's the other one? Is he outside? Let's see. Close these windows. Let me see the fishes. There's a little turtle. Oh, there's the other cat. Hello, little baby. That's a super feisty one. She's a real meanie. Look at his eyes glow. I don't know if you can see from this far, but yeah. Well, it's interesting that, that it has been a very long time since I really engage in conversation towards a live stream of like my YouTube. I haven't like talked like this since the days of I used to game. Because when I used to, you know, GTA Live, I would, live stream all the time, or most times at least. I'm gonna put flowers right here. So, how are you guys doing? Oh no. What has been what's been the most recent anime I've watched? I guess, I don't know. What's it called? Gals Can't Be Nice to Otaku, I think that's what it's called. And then there's another one where it's called, I don't remember. It's called I Became Friends with the Second Cutest Girl in Class or something. That's what the second one is called. Which I want to watch right now. Can't tell who's awake. Anyway, those are the two different shows. And I'm watching one. There was like a Chinese anime I was watching. It was interesting, and it didn't grasp me for very long. And I kept procrastinating off and on about it. But the one that I started sticking to the most, I don't think it's called The Last Summoner. The Last Summoner was the Chinese anime, but then the one I went on was called. Give me a second. Something Seekers, something to do with Seekers. It's like medieval. It's like medieval times in anime. Something about that. Something about the Seekers. But right now, for anime, it sucks that, what's it called? They're making it hard for everybody to watch anime right now. They've been taking down anime sites, where now it's like almost nearly impossible to even watch anime. Well, I guess I can't say it since people are gatekeeping some animes, and what's interesting is because, like, it's sad because there are some animes where, sites where people are commonly still informed that you can still watch them on there, but for starters, 9 Anime is taken down. Some of the other popular ones are taken down. I just remember one day I hopped back onto 9 Anime and I couldn't get on it. And I was then thinking, I'm like, oh, it's just probably, some bugs, or they're updating the site. One of my thoughts. Then later on, my cousin sends me like a reel through Instagram. That's like a joke of people, like, I guess it was said something about Crunchyroll, and it was saying like, get rid of this, getting rid of that, getting rid of this, and each one that was showing like a sheet of paper, it had like a photo logo of each anime site that they were getting rid of, and that pissed me off, man. Sad days, man. Now it's scarce to even get a chance to hold on watching anime. Who the heck's awake? Okay. besides that, besides the anime, there hasn't really anything much besides just me trying to grind and stay consistent with anime. I mean, well, not anime, but music. Music. I'm working on a project with one of my other friends, trying to reconnect. I'm working with CRG. I'm trying to do a collab album with him, but it's gonna be kind of tough since now that he's a dad. It's gonna be kind of tricky to have time or him have time to make music with me. And then the second other thing would be I'm working on a project, another music project with another friend, and him and his buddy. We are currently on the stages of still figuring out what song goes which after what, and it's gonna be like at least 6 songs in total. I think almost 7, but I would say 6 songs in total in this EP. And then my project will be coming out next year. I wouldn't say anything big or major coming out this year, but I will be like releasing, songs that will be coming, that will be part of the project for next year. And then I want to talk about my hair a little bit. I cut my hair earlier this year in January. Not because of the dandruff, but the dandruff was an issue that could have been resolved. But instead of like resolving it in the sense that I wanted to get it resolved, I went to go to the restroom. This was really late at night, like maybe 3, almost 4 something in the morning. So super late at night, and I was kind of feeling down. I was just kind of like upset that I have a dandruff problem, which I mean I'm sure that anybody who has dandruff problems with their scalp knows exactly what I'm talking about. But the point being is that I go to the mirror, look in the back of my hair to see my lineup of when I cut my hair, and I noticed that my dreadlocks look like they were uneven. But that wasn't the issue. It's because early on in my stages of getting my dreads done, I have in the past cut some of my hair because they were uneven, or some were like not aligned, like my whole lineup, but like my fade all the way to the back, to the other side right here, all the way to the back. It didn't look even. Like it looked sloppy, like it was amateur. And I haven't been going to the barbers at all in like maybe 3 years over, something like that. I haven't even gone to the barbers, and even then it was expensive, and I'm like, no, I ain't gonna go to the barbers. But in fact, I intended to do my own hair, and I wanted to get dreads too. Back then, so many different times that I knew about how expensive it would be for a price to get them done by a professional. And I knew at a certain length and a certain hair texture and all this stuff has to be acquired, and I was like, this is so much. Which it took me a couple trials in every other different year. I cut my hair several different times, let my hair grow out, cut it, and I've done braids first before doing dreads, and then I try to do different dread styles. That didn't work out. I started doing like these super thick ones. I think almost over 3 years ago back, or almost 4 years it seems. And then I did almost 4-ish different versions of like doing dreads, which didn't work out because the next two, like the second time and the third time, I tried to do them individually and they were not coming out nice. And then my third trial, I was using the curl sponge, which was, it was working a lot. I just was impatient to see the results. But also knew, because when I got my hair cut and I had this lineup going on, like I had this fade, when I first got a haircut and then I let my hair grow out that way, it didn't, all my hair was not even, and I was like, no, the lengths were too short. Some of the hair was, just didn't look good. So I needed to, make sure, parts of my hair stayed low the whole time as I progress and continue to allow my hair to grow and keep it short. So continue to remain it to keep it short. So what I did on my fourth trial, I used a bandana all the way around to wrap up, and I, barely, like push, carefully to make an even all the way around crown around my head. Cut my hair that way. But sure, I guess when I, push my bandana up just a little bit, it made those uneven, instead of making a line, some would be like right here or here, or some would be a little too low or too high or something like that, And as my dreads grew, I knew that some of them were not even in my lineup. And I kept cutting, try to like trim to make it all look nice. And going back to earlier this year, checked my dreads, and I was like, this is not looking good. My dreads look nice, it's just it wasn't looking good in an overall like situation where it's like I would have to get this redone or have to cut my hair. Like I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to cut my hair and restart this whole journey again, but I told myself if I was going to do it better and I was going to do it right. So I went ahead and grabbed the clippers, and I meant to cut like only like and like leave an inch off, or like at least leave a couple, like an inch or two on my hair, so that way I didn't have to like wait for all my hair to grow back. But I didn't leave any measure of the guards on, and I fully buzzed my hair, and I was like pissed. I was like, fuck, I had to buzz it all off, and that sucked. But cutting each single freaking lock off my hair took a time. It took like at least 10 plus minutes, almost 15 plus minutes, somewhere around that. But it was sad, dude. It broke my heart kind of cutting my hair, because my hair is like what I appreciate the most, because I can grow a fro, and my hair is pretty poofy as it is right now. There's a lot of volume to it, and there is no product on it either, so it's just like, that's what I'm saying, like, it's just natural. This is just natural. There's no product on it. Yeah, but the point of that being said is, it's upsetting to know that my hair, I had to be cut. Then when I got to a certain length, about like more than 3 months ago, about over 3 months ago, back in February, I grabbed one of my snapbacks, put it on as tight as I could to the point where everything was even, and I started using the razor and I used the clippers and cut all the way around, and now I have this. So I did this all myself, and what the hell? Yeah, that I can see. Did this all myself, so now I'm just gonna have to wait until maybe by the end of this month, or by the start of next month, or the end of next month, to see if a couple more inches will do it, where I can start. I mean, I can do it now, but I had to use like some gel product to, use the curl sponge thing and get my locks back into a starting formation and get it back into place. Yeah, so it's almost there. So right now, I'm just kind of just hanging on to my hair as it is and the way it looks on right now. until I see how soon I can get it, to start forming into locks again. It's 2:58, about to be 3 in the morning. I honestly don't know what else to talk about then. Wyatt? Okay, my phone's acting up. Weird. I mean, I don't even blame this phone anymore either, too. It is an old phone. This one, especially this one. And this happens to be like the cheapest phone that Android could, what's it called? Manufacture, to the point where it's so outdated at the moment. This was bought like back in 2020, almost 2021. And you would think, oh, these phones shouldn't be that old. Well, because of the model and the cheapest kind that they can, offer to me, this is how much I don't remember how much I paid for it. But I paid my aunt back because she's the one who bought the phone for me. I just have to pay her the amount of how much it was, because I was on her plan for about a year. So I could have the help that I needed because I moved. I left home. I didn't have a phone on me. And so my aunt helped me get this phone. And since then, I've been holding on to this phone since 2020, bro. I've been holding on to this since 2020. So it helped me do my content at the time, too. It helped me stay consistent on doing YouTube, which I'll probably pull up the video in which I recently, what I did as soon as I got this phone. But obviously with this phone, the way it records anything sucks. And look, anyways, let me pull it up real quick on the video that I last recorded I first recorded when I got this phone. But I mean, I was thankful enough to have a phone on me to still text and contact and hit up my buddies, and use this to go to work and continue to push my content in the very early stages of Amazon, when I started working at Amazon. Yeah. COVID, man. COVID times. I graduated in 2020, start of COVID, and it was not fun, man. Oh, I guess my first video.
What's up, YouTube? DarthSeyer here with another video for you guys back again.
Okay, well, this is interesting because the high school video, as you guys can see, right here, was like right done. Was uploaded right before I left home, and then it was this video that I uploaded first after a very long time of not uploading YouTube. I'm actually gonna check it out. Oops. Yes. Or actually, hold on. This was uploaded in November of 2020, even though that's incorrect. Because I remember sending out this YouTube video. I remember uploading this YouTube video right around the time that I graduated. Sometime after I graduated, obviously. Collecting and gathering all the videos and pictures from myself and all my friends throughout the 4 years of high school, and smash it into one whole entire video, high school memories, senior edition, meaning like this was like the final video that I made back in the day, and then I guess the recent video I uploaded. Actually, hold on. November 23, and then 3 days later, I guess, this video came out.
What's up, YouTube? DarthSeyer here with another video for you guys back at it again. I know it's been a long time since I've last uploaded a video. Long time. The videos that I've been recently, putting up since, I haven't been posting since, 2 months ago. It's because, I've been trying to put, the videos that were on, private and stuff, and I just, wanted to put it public because it's not really anything to, hide about.
Oh, then I guess that is my answer of why I thought my video from high school seemed to be released on November, because I didn't, I'd probably put it, I uploaded it as unlisted, because nobody wanted their face to be shown publicly. And because of that, it was like, well, I didn't know how soon we were going to see each other because of the whole COVID thing, and we didn't know what was going on in those early times, in those early days of the pandemic. So all I could really think about or strategize to do for myself in that situation was, I'm just gonna, I was like, whatever, I'm gonna upload it public and I don't care what anyone says, you know what I mean? And now as I'm, I guess I'm re-explaining it to myself in the sense that I'm watching this old clip of myself from, technically it was over 5 years ago, technically, but by the time this hits November, this is November 2026, November 26, 2020. I said 2026. Oops. I'm already that tired. But this was uploaded back in November 26, 2020. And that's when I discussed about my reasoning and reason of why I did not, or why I have not uploaded anything. And, yeah. I'm looking in the back here and I'm seeing that there's some stuff that I do remember back then that it's like, shoot, my skin looks so smooth. That's weird, except I had this little pimple on the tip of my nose. Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, bro. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. Interesting enough, so.
Just things like that, and I don't mean to be a little bit secretive or anything, but it was just just friends didn't want it to be shown. But at the very end, nobody really cares anymore. So that's a good thing. So
Nobody really cares anymore.
I'm over here trying to get my things together. Try to find the perfect time.
Do you know? Just so you know. So you know. That's the way I talk. But I still kind of talk a little bit the same 5+ years ago.
To make a video, and it's been a while. It's been about 2 or 3 months already since I uploaded a real video. I just recently re-uploaded the No Lie video, the song I meant that me and Shadow made. So if you don't know who Shadow is, it's just a nickname that I give Alan Artos, but he changed his name to Isaiah on his YouTube channel. So I'll leave his channel in the description below, so you want to go subscribe to him, please do so. And yeah, pretty much that's something I gotta say for that little part that I haven't been uploading recently. I've been pretty busy with just life.
I ain't gonna lie, this is gonna be oddly weird
and
than
stuff, as I've said, like,
emotional to look at my old self.
you know, send me a message. We're gonna start.
This is when like I
Let's
uploaded
go.
my vintage collection.
I said, let's go.
Okay. Which now this kind of sparks me because this actually video that I uploaded back then is a vintage collection. I've still been vintage collecting since then of like starter, mainly starter right now, and I mean, shoot, I'm so tired. I don't know what half of the stuff I'm saying, but cootie. Yeah. But I think I'm gonna cut it off from here because this is kind of getting more awkward than I thought. But nice chatting with myself because I'm looking at myself technically. You know, like, hey, how's it going? How's it going? Yeah. Peace, I guess. Did anybody, send any comments? Nobody. Oh well. Anyways, peace.